is alleged. We have no idea. This is pure speculation. According to these people, I have no knowledge of how things work behind the scenes for their technology and resolving the viewership, the lack of legitimacy upon the viewers in the space. So, this is what I have found out having friends who work for other tech companies and Twitch themselves. So this user with the name of Nico Yenix is alleging they have friends for the tech companies and Twitch themselves. I wish I was joking, but let this be a warning to all I can tell. Neko Unix says, Twitch viewbot system.
Lurkers are being flagged as bots? Dude, do you understand how much of an audience is lurkers? Like, fucking, take a big streamer like XQC. Fucking at least 40%, I'm talking bare minimum, 40% of his audience is lurkers.
Update, important info for streamers. Just a heads up, Twitch has rolled out a new viewbot detection system, and it's not working well. Key points. Lurkers are being flagged as bots. If you don't know what a lurker is someone who comes into your stream, has you pulled up, but never types, and they just keep you on for monitor entertainment, second monitor entertainment.
They basically just keep you on to have fucking noise going so they don't fucking fall into the madness of their minds.
A lot of my users are lurkers. A lot of you guys are lurkers. On average, I would say, I mean, well over the majority of people who watch a stream are lurkers. So this is very concerning. Lurkers are being flagged as bots. If viewers don't interact, no messages or redemptions, they may not be counted in your view count. After reviewing last night's stream data, several legitimate lurkers were not counted at all. Also, look at the detection code. Many issues stand out. Best workaround, ask lurkers to send at least one message or use a channel port redeem to ensure they're counted. Now, in case you guys don't know, numbers are down across Twitch pretty much.
No shit. Hassan's still there.
Universally. I would argue every streamer right now is down 10 to 20% from what I've seen in the streamers that I've been monitoring.
No
there
fucking
might be some
shit,
exceptions.
dude.
There might be some outliers. However, is that due to the new system getting rid of legitimate users?
No, it's
or
because
is it
of
because there were
terrible
legitimate viewbots on every single streamer? I'm not sure. This is all speculation. Gift sub system changes. The current Twitch sub distribution code seems designate or designed to prioritize gifting subs to bots and non-community members first, which is very interesting. That has now been confirmed by 3 different people.
That is such a scummy practice.
That it is targeting newer users and viewbots to get gifts as a way to make Twitch more money by giving non-active users, non-real users a subscription.
It's such a scummy system. Say I've been watching you for 5 years and I've subscribed for 12 months, which would be 1 out of the 5 years. I would have less of a chance of getting it because I've subscribed to you before than somebody who has never subscribed to you having a 100% chance of getting. And I would have like a 20% less chance of getting, which is fucking horseshit.
And giving subs to people who do not need them. This is based on calculated viewer to bot ratio meant to avoid detection. The goal appears to be incentivizing more gifting by making it harder for your actual community to receive subs naturally. Now, if this is true, and I would love to know Andrew Esquire.
I would love to know the legality of this because this goes like into like giveaway law where like if you do a giveaway, you have to include at least one method that is a non-payable way to join, which is like, if you guys remember the Danimals thing, like you could join online by buying like a whole bunch of things, or there was a small print that said you could send in a postcard or a letter and they'll enter you.
Take on this. He is a lawyer. He knows the law far better than me. But this, I believe, could open them up to a class action lawsuit.
Yeah.
So I hope
Absolutely.
Andrew Esquire will actually cover this and talk about the legitimacy of this. If this is true, once again, all of this is alleged. And I want to make that very clear. This is now the 5th time I've said this video. AI misclassifications. Twitch's AI now assumes viewers with no input, chat, clicks, redemptions are bots. Bots are faking interactions, heat maps, clicks on stream elements to appear legitimate. Real lurkers get flagged, bots get through. Now, what's very interesting about this is exactly what I feared. Streamers who have very fast, very active chats due to the fact of them having AI interact bots, which are essentially, there are 3 different bot types that I know of. There might be maybe there's 4.
There's active, inactive, and passive. Okay, so there's active, the ones that put stuff in chat to make it look real. There's inactive, just basically like if I were to open up Kick and let's say I pick XQC and I don't do anything for the rest of the night. I just have him on my second monitor. That'd be an inactive.
I'm gonna hide my ass inside of the bank.
So, somebody who's not doing anything, basically a lurker. And then there's a passive bot, which would be like somebody. It would be like one that's like programmed to put something in every like hour or so, which like an emote or something.
The regular view bots that count as a viewer. There are level 2 view bots, which count as a viewer and a user, which gets around the percent of real users to viewer ratio that's detected via third-party programs. And then there
I thought they didn't count those differently anymore, but maybe they do.
There is one that counts as a real user and a viewer that types in random messages that seem just like general, like convoluted garbage. And then there
are just emotes.
You're right, level 4, which is a user, a viewer, ones that send a message, but it's AI based. And what it'll do is it will wait for your chat to spam an emote. And then once an emote is being detected in mass, they will also add that emote. And that's why it's very hard to really figure out what a real user is and a fake viewer.
It's really hard to find out what a real viewer is because technically what they call fake users are people that just don't want to interact, people who are just having it on for sound, like me. Like most of the time whenever I'm playing games, I just have shit running. Like I'll have South Park running, or I'll have a stream running, or I'll have fucking anime in the background. Like I'll just have something going so that I'm not fucking sitting in the silence of my mind.
Is because view bots are becoming so advanced, and people who are paying for these illegitimate view bots, it's gonna be very hard to tell what is a real viewer and what's not.
True.
Yeah, because some people think, well, a fast chat indicates legitimate chat. However,
that's not true.
I'm under the belief that everybody's view botting because I'll be real, on Twitch, you kind of have to. It's a very horrible spot to be in right now. Twitch is a very horrible platform.
It's a horrible place.
The only way to grow is to be in the top left. What to expect? Many streamers are already seeing a 50 to 60% drop in viewer count.
50 to 60%. So like let's pull up fucking Twitch. I think XQC is on 20.7. So if it's 50, he would have had what, 40k? Ludwig has 7.6. He would have had what, 15k? Jesus, man, that is crazy. But I do see that these numbers are a lot lower. I mean, even Amaranth, even though Amaranth has been dropping off, like Panga's fine, Zine's fine. Speed Gaming, that's an outlier. American Dad's a little down. Icy's fine. Shenanigans fine. Cheese is all right. Huh. That is strange. There are a lot. Even Whippy's down a lot. That's just from people that I watch. On and
As I predicted. And they're not even done rolling them out. They're on like day 3, day 4 of this whole great viewbot purge. But yeah, 50 to 60% drop in view count. That's pretty rough. By the way, what I said, it wasn't a prediction. It was a spoiler. Exactly what I said. Don't be discouraged. It's the system, not your content or your community. Stay informed, support each other, and keep adapting. If I were you guys, I just would kind of just wait and see how this case develops. This is
honestly, to be completely honest, if anybody's like fucking worrying about this, and say you're on Twitch, because I know some of my friends do Twitch, like I would say give this like to the end of probably October, then start assessing yourself.
Very, very, very interesting. We're going to go over some comments of people who are currently streaming on Twitch. So, Lazy Boo says, I noticed this last stream. I had 4 lurkers and I had 1 total viewer. Oof, what a bad system. Lurkers lurk for a reason. Asking them to talk in chat is a big no for me. This kind of sucks. Speaking as one lurks while at work and watching my favorite streamers in the background, I am not in a position to engage, but enjoy watching. The other thing is, Dan Clancy responded, and he said, Neko Unix, just wanted to respond quickly. Don't know who you talk to about this, but this is simply not true.
We don't have to talk to anybody. You do know that as a company, and you run a website that has traffic coming in, we could grab those statistics real easily. And we can grab the code and see what you're doing. We can't change it because we're not on that side of the wall, but we can see it. You're a fucking idiot.
We do not flag lurkers as bots, and the statement about subscriptions is also emphatically not true. Again, not sure where you heard this, but this is not how the system works. So the problem...
Okay, first off, he doesn't know how the system works, okay? He thinks this isn't how the system works.
The problem is when you say this, and then you don't follow up with how it works, you're...
Yeah, like, if you don't fucking show me, like, a step-by-step breakdown of the code that shows that it's not doing it, I don't believe. Period. End of subject. And I'm not even C++.
Essentially putting your users into a trust me bro scenario, and
I don't trust
that
nobody
might work
at Twitch.
for other companies where their CEOs are actually known to do their jobs.
Yeah.
However,
right?
Dan, and I'm trying to have your back here as much as I possibly can, you are not known for
being
taking care of your
truthful.
streamers. You have been known
or being a good
to
person.
improperly...
Or here's a better one. Dan's not known for helping anybody but Hassan and his little goonies. Or his goon girls.
...your TOS. So if you're wondering why people aren't taking your words seriously, it's because they have no reason to.
It's just straight facts. If it's not one of his goon girls, Hassan and one of his fucking orbiters, or somebody that Dan Clancy knows personally, he doesn't give a fuck if you live, die, or fucking get your head above water.
You should not be surprised by this, but yes, you have fucked up once again, and you've lost more faith of your streamers. Rosie Belmu says...
Lost more faith? Dude, the guy has been asleep at the wheel for the past 4 years, man.
I think people are just trying to understand why view counts are down across the board and cannot tell what's happening disproportionately. They also know it's a work in progress. It's going to have time to hang in with the insecurity of not having control. I think also saying smaller streamers were the issue and having smaller streamers impacted, not doing anything and being impacted is making people fearful. Very true. Kitsuniro says...
Dude, fucking bring in one of your texts to explain how it works. Dude, I don't know how fucking brain dead you have to be. Go down to your fucking tech department that fucking implements how this shit works. Bring him upstairs and let him type it up or show it. But no, you can't be that transparent because then we might see something that we're not supposed to see, like excluding Hassan in the code.
Then please explain why so many people's views are down. My views are down. My friends' views are down. People who have 4 viewers are now only have 1, even though they've confirmed lurkers. Real viewers are not counted anymore. Fix your shit. You're making me lose my love for Twitch. Again, I have talked to you in person in the past few about this and was promised it would be looked at 2 separate cons. Now it's happening on a larger scale because of your learning system. This has to be addressed. And yeah, people... It's happening on a larger scale because...
We've double checked your count and everything looks. Keep it in mind that followers and viewers can fluctuate, especially if you get bot attacks. That's such a lying sack.
Your learning system, this has to be addressed. And yeah, people are cockwomble.
I just want y'all to know that I have absolutely zero faith in Twitch now. I used to be a big Twitch head. I watched about 100 to 150 hours of Twitch every week. No joke. Like, I had Twitch running nonstop, either on my computer, on my phone, while I'm at work, while I'm sleeping. I always had Twitch running. And now I have probably watched maybe an hour of Twitch this month. Like, I don't trust them anymore. They have just pulled too much shit, and once Dan Clancy's gone and Amazon fucking gets their shit together, I might go back, but as of right now, I'm kick all the way because they're the only people that seem to fucking care.
That's a great word.
Like, they literally... Twitch turned their backs on the people who made them, the gamers, and fucking made this about their political race war for fucking Dan Clancy and his Gooner girls.
The thing is, until Dan Clancy explains exactly how the systems work, people are going to need to be fearful. They're not going to know what's going on. And yeah, it's overall just another not good look for Twitch, and people are freaking the fuck out. Now, I will say, I just believe the reason why everybody's numbers are down is actually, I think it is the system working properly. I just think it's because everybody has view bots. I genuinely think that. I do, whether it's by them, whether it's by their community, whether it's by a company, whether it's by a sponsor. I do genuinely.
Or the platform. The platform might also be buying bots or manipulating the system. I won't say buying bots because technically, if you're in charge of the system, you can just inflate the numbers. So they might just be deflating them.
Really think there are view bots running amok.
But I do want to point out that if this is the case and the platforms are inflating the numbers, this could be like an SEC situation because this could be a type of fraud.
Platform. And that's why I believe Twitch could have never properly solved this, is because when they realized how much less active users they have than they have advertised online, I feel like they're going to lose a lot of stock and a lot of trust from not only the users, but also the advertisers and also the investors.
No shit.
I think this could be a massive destruction of what Twitch has going for it. And I feel like they're fumbling harder and harder every single day.
It's true. I mean, Tectone's spitting straight facts. He's completely right. He has it down to the absolute T. Good job. Good video. Thank you.
So
I gotta pee before we do this.